Mike, obviously you've been back in training so last week and then upcoming this week ahead of the friendly against Shields on Saturday. Has the intensity kind of changed from last week to this week, given that of course you've got the game at the weekend?
Yeah, of course, we're ramping it up every day. Obviously getting closer to the start date, so lads are looking really good. They've, like I say, the work, the load that they've been putting in has been fantastic, so I couldn't be more pleased.
And you mentioned obviously the start date there. The fixtures of course came out this week. Got an away trip to Bradford Park Avenue. First up a month away. Have you had kind of a bit of chance to assess the fixtures yet?
Yeah, I've had a good look. Like you say, I think any away fixture in this league is going to be tough. So yeah, we're all looking forward to getting started, because we know what we're capable of in any fixture, and we've got some tough ones throughout the whole season. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Before that, of course, we've still got the two pre-season friendlies here at the stadium against South Shields and Hartlepool. South Shields up on Saturday, they had a friendly against York and came out with a good result themselves. So how tough is that one going to be for you this week?
Yeah, very difficult. Obviously it's their last game before their season starts, so they'll be up to full pace, and we've got to make sure we match that. They're a very good team. I watched the game and they move the ball really well, and they mix it up. They've got really good energy, they've got good players, so yeah, it'll be a really good test for us.
Do you think that this friendly against Shields on Saturday is a little bit more of a closer assessment to where you might be when the season starts, given that they would have been in the same league as us had promotions happened in Step 3 last season?
Yeah, 100%. Like I say, I was very impressed with them when I watched them the other night. Yeah, it's a really good outfit, and they've got very good players. They're obviously full time. They obviously would have been promoted last season, barring it all getting locked down. And they've got really good high energy, so it'll be a similar blueprint to ourselves. The high intensity, good technical players that try and dominate the ball, dominate spaces, but they're forward thinking, and they've got good offensive players.
And with that, is it sort of now getting to the time where you may be fielding sort of your strongest possible team, or are you still getting a look at all the trial lists and everything like that at the moment?
It's a bit of both. We're obviously still looking for bodies. We're still a few short, but yeah, predominantly obviously we're getting close to the start of the season, so we've got to get the right amount of minutes into the lads to make sure that we're fully fit and raring to go. And
in terms of sort of the incomings and the outgoings, of course, Danny Greenfield and Paul Blackett headed out on loan to Matlock Town and Blythe Spartans respectively this week. What was kind of the thinking for you and Busted behind those two moves?
Basically, I want them to go and get minutes, and I feel as though they're players. And listen, it's easy for me to keep them here because they've both got very bright futures with us, and to keep them in and amongst for the numbers. But to do them justice in their own careers, I think that they need to go and get minutes, loads, 90 minutes, week in, week out, to get to the levels that we know they can get to. And I think it'd just be a bit more stop-start with ourselves, because we've got very good competition for places, and it's a great opportunity for them. Obviously Blackie went out last year, did extremely well, and now it's another good opportunity, step up to go into the same league as us and test himself week in, week out.
And obviously those two outgoings, but you've had an incoming as well recently with Nathan Dale joining after a period on trial. What was it that you saw from him that made you want to bring him into the squad?
Yeah, Nate's been in for a couple of weeks, and he showed he's the blueprint we're looking for. He's young, he's hungry, he's technically very good, he can take the ball, he's naturally left-sided, so it gives us that good balance, and he's looking to learn, and that, like I say, is the blueprint to our group. Good characters who want to work hard, want to improve and want to progress, and he's been fantastic for us. So we're pleased we got that over the line, and yeah, it's going to be a tough place for competition.
And then just in terms of the fitness of the squad ahead of Saturday's game, how are all the lads looking in terms of injuries?
Yeah, we've picked up a couple of little niggles, so we've just got to assess that tomorrow and see how they are for Saturday. But yeah, largely we'll go in there relatively full strength for what we've got at the minute. But like I say, it's still early doors, and we've just got to be careful and be sensible and make sure we don't take any risks.